Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited. I've been really looking forward to this. Today's Avatar Day, which means
Hey.
we have really uh, uncooked dough for the day that the Avatar was not boiled in oil. My name is Maui. I am your game master for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I run this channel, Reflect Games. Please feel free to give us a follow if you so desire. We have lots of awesome things on this channel. On Mondays, we have a Dragon Rider campaign that is quite awesome, if I do say so myself, run by me. Wednesdays, we'll be doing this, and after this, we'll be having a Star Wars campaign. So really looking forward to that. Wednesdays is kind of becoming Fandom Wednesdays. So there will be rotating GMs for Fandom Wednesdays. I'll be doing the first couples, but after that, I'll be trying to get some other people in to do some things. I'm going to have a guest DM for our Middle Earth campaign that's going to be after Star Wars completes. And then Thursdays, right now, you can catch the Triangle Agency being run by Audrey3, who is in the chat. And I am in that as a player, as is Flyer Maria, who's also in the chat. So be sure to check that out. We're going to do quick introductions with our players here, and then we're just going to hop into it. Starting with Aquin.
I'm Iquid on Fire. I'm typically just out and about on Reflect Games when I have the chance to game, but anybody in the indie area in August, I will be on stage for Indie Fringe Festival this year.
Hell yeah. And who are you playing today, Aquin?
I'm playing Maya.
Hell yeah. So excited. Next up, we have Sunil.
Hey, I'm Sunil. I'm playing Vinesh. Happy to be here. I don't really have anywhere else to find me. You'll find me right here. I'm just excited to shoot some fire.
Absolutely. Next up, we have Ben.
Hi, I am Ben. I'm a professional GM in the Chicagoland area, and I'm going to be at Gen Con this year. And you can follow me at GM Ben Guest on Instagram. And today I am playing Go Ming. Very excited to be here.
Go Ming!
Yeah.
It's like the Steve Holt of the Avatar universe. For you Arrested Development fans out there. Next up, we have John. Oh, that's weird. John, you're not coming up as talking here. Hold on. Wherefore art thou, John? John, say all that again. I just fixed it.
Hey everybody, I'm John Crabtree. You can find me right here on Reflect Games on Mondays. I'm in Maui's Dragon Riders campaign, which is awesome. You should check that out. And if you check out some of the YouTube VODs, you can find me in some other works as well. I DM'd our season 1 of Tomb of Annihilation. That's me tonight. I will be playing Shihua, the grumpy earthbender. She's ready to throw rocks, albeit heavy ones.
You want to throw rocks? Wonderful. Last but never least, Josh.
What's up, nerds and nerdettes and all those in between? I am Josh. I am excited to play my first ever actual play under Maui, and I will be playing Zhao Li, the somewhat stoic, bookish, new to airbender, who's excited to see what's going to happen in this world. So let's roll.
Heck yeah. And with that, let's get started. Let me give myself a solo here, and let me make sure to add the music in for this, which is going to be difficult since my my mouse is doing weird things. It started the second I went live. So let me see if I can. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the music on the individual screens. This is gonna suck. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. I think I got it. Did I click the right thing? No, I didn't. Okay, wait. It's audio capture, not browser. 1 second. Ah! It like goes away really fast, so I have to like get to it fast enough and press it. There we go. And boom. There we go. Now I have music with me. Here we go. Give me something dramatic, a little bit darker and dramatic for this, John. Our story begins at the Julie Moon International School, named after the current president of Republic City. This is a Republic City-run school for the children of the embassy for Republic City here. It also accepts children with extraordinary bending skills and the like. The 5 of our players have been here for the last 2 years under the tutelage of Valar, one of the most powerful earthbenders in the world. Today, it is a lovely Saturday afternoon. Vinesh, what do you think you're doing on this lovely Saturday afternoon? Or yeah, you believe you're muted, bud.
Sorry. I think I'm working at my side gig at Ming's Dumplings.
Okay. So you're working at Ming's Dumplings. What do you do there?
I make dumplings hot.
So you're like manning the
kitchen.
the ovens and like heating
Yeah.
them with fire bending so that I love that. Okay. Excellent.
Some random guy bursts in and goes like, "He's a firebender. He heated the dumplings."
You have a few people in today. It's you're on the midday, the lunch rush. So there's a bunch of orders come in. You hear this chef saying, "I need 3 shrimp shumai. I need 4 of Ming's signature soup dumps and a few other things." Okay. And as things are getting ready, you're sweating balls. It's been a long day here. The chef looks at you and says, "I got this. Why don't you take a break?"
Thanks, appreciate it, man. It's been a hell of
What
a
do you
rush.
What do you usually do on your breaks?
I want to say that I probably grab like 4 shumai. I'm just like munching on like the stoop outside, like at the back of the diner restaurant.
As
area
you're
place.
as you're hanging out in the back, you see pretty much every Saturday when you're sitting out back, you see this little kid and his mom going for their weekend stroll. He's playing with his sheepdog, which is an actual sheep and dog mixture. And he uses Finesse, hi.
Hey kid, how you doing?
I'm good. Do you have any shrimp shumai for me?
Sure. I even got one for your pup too.
And the pup's and it's like mouth open, just kind of waiting for its dumpling.
I give one to the kid, and for the pup, I grabbed the shumai, and I was like, "Okay, be a good boy, stay." And I put it on.
Okay. You know what? Let's make this our first roll
Let's go.
of the game. I like you to roll with Harmony to see if you can get the
No, that's my worst one.
just you can get the dog to stay still.
Let me just pull it up real quick. Harmony is -1. That is a whopping 3.
3. The dog jumps up on you. You lose balance. You fall over. The shumai fall tosses in the air and lands right on your face and splats on your face, and the dog begins to lick it off of your face. The mom says, "Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I'm so
No,
sorry.
no.
We're still trying to train him." As the
It's
dog
okay.
bleat barks in your face. No, down.
I'm gonna get it one of these days. It's fine.
You're such a nice young man. Thank you so much for always being so kind to little Jen.
I try. How's everything been?
It's okay. Are you enjoying Ba Sing Se?
Yeah, it's new.
It's so nice to have you here. I can't believe it. If you told me when I was a kid that firebenders would be living in Ba Sing Se, I would never have believed it. But I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. People have been pretty nice. I'm surprised.
Well, thank you. We should get going if we're going to get to the park. Vanessa, can you think that next week you think you can show me how to shoot fireball?
You know what, buddy? We'll try.
Okay. Thank you. And he puts his little greasy hand out that's covered in shrimp shumai leavings up to give you a high five.
I high five him, and then immediately like pull my towel out of my back pocket and like wipe it off.
Love it. And as they leave and you go back to your day, Goming, what do you think you're up to this Saturday?
I think I'm probably also at Ming's Dumplings because that is my family's place. And I think I'm probably like asking my mom permission to go. I think I have like a little room at the academy that I'm kind of allowed to just go and train there whenever I want.
Yeah.
I like have like a little key or something. So I think I'd be asking my mom like, "Hey, can I go train?" Yeah.
Go. It is the middle of the lunch rush. What do you mean you need to go and practice right now?
I mean, I just, I always need to keep up my forms. I don't want to get rusty.
Oh, okay. But what is that? How is that going to help you learn how to run the dumpling store for when you're older?
I don't plan on running the dumpling store
What
when
do you
I'm
mean you don't
older.
plan on running the dumpling store? This dumpling store has been in our family for generations. Who's not going to run it? If not you, who's going to run it?
I have like 5 other siblings. Like any of them could.
Really? You think your siblings could run a business?
I think so. I mean,
Which one?
I mean, Ty's been
I
doing
know you're
well.
standing right there. I love you all equally. You know you're not good at business.
I mean, they're good at washing dishes and stuff. I don't know.
One of your siblings is off to the side, just like hands in the flour, like, what? It feels silky against my skin.
It's not a skin product. Okay. Fine. If you really need me, I can stay and help with stuff. But I really think, you know what I want to do.
Roll with harmony.
Okay. Oh, that
didn't sound good.
It did not. That's only a 3.
Only a 3. Go. You are not going to practice right now, and that is final. You're going to stay here, and you're going to help with the restaurant. Is that understood?
Okay, fine.
And as this conversation is completing, this is right when Vinesh is coming back in from break, and Vinesh, you catch the tail end of that. As Go's mother leaves. Do you say anything to Go? Vinesh, I think you might be muted if you're talking.
Sorry, I keep forgetting I do that.
No worries.
Yeah.
You're a little rusty. It's not a big deal.
Hey, bud.
Hey.
That was a bit rough.
Yeah, I don't think my family has fully gotten it in their head that I don't plan on staying and running the shop.
Yeah, I got nothing for that actually.
Like, it's nice that they see me as responsible enough, I guess, but I mean, I think they're kind of underserving some of my siblings. I really think that they could handle it, maybe if I helped them or something. But they know what I want to do. I want to go out and help people, protect people.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, there's only so much your parents can make you do.
Yeah.
Which of the siblings is there, like, in the flower?
What's the name of the sibling that's covered in flour?
Let's say like Jing.
Jing.
Hey, Jing.
Yeah. He is just completely white from the waist up. Yeah.
Me and Go here go for a quick spar. Can you just say that we're on an extended break at the moment?
I don't know if I could do that, bud. I'm exfoliating.
Okay, just tell Mom I'm gonna be back soon. I'll take care of everything when I'm back. But can you clean up all of this flour? Jeez.
Fine, but you owe me.
Listen,
Sure.
Listen, remember, keep your hands out and wide. Use like wide circles. You don't want to get it all over yourself.
Wide circles. Got it. But if you get in trouble, I had nothing to do with this.
All
right.
I get in trouble every. Don't worry about it. Just blame it on me.
Fine. And so the two of you are gonna sneak out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love it. Jing is weird, and I love Jing. All right, excellent. And as the two of you sneak away, we move to Shihua.
Yeah. I think what is Shihua? Oh.
Who is it? By the way, chat, due to technological issues, I cannot type in the chat, but I do see everything that you're saying. I'm excited to see these mechanics in action as well, Retrofit, since I've never run this before. So there you go.
Yeah, I think that Shihua is I think Shihua is just getting out of from seeing a mover, and is I think would be on her way to go check out Ming's dumplings, and so probably would run into Van and Go on their way out.
Yeah, so I think that what was once a like one screen situation, now we have these larger multiplexes that Varick Industries has opened. You just saw for the first time in Varick Vision which is Technicolor. You saw it was written by Varric and produced and directed by Varric. It's When Varric Met Julie, a love story. As you're leaving, everybody's kind of talking about, yeah, man, that's pretty good. Someone else kind of walking past you, like, it was beautiful, crying as they're leaving. What did you think of this film?
I was not a fan. There was far too much kissing and not enough explosions for Shikwa's taste. Yeah, there needs to be either an explosion or a musical number in movers. Those are yeah, unimpressed.
Okay, love it. As you are leaving, you're also heading toward the academy.
Yep.
Walking for a bit, you see a gang of earthbenders. You've seen them before. They're kind of local bullies. They kind of pick on people all the time. They see you, and the leader of this group will say, his name is Bodhi. Says, where you think you're going, Missy?
Wherever I want.
Got any money? Want to go get
Yeah.
some dumplings from Ming's, so
Not for you.
cough it up.
No. Ew.
Look, cough it up, or we're gonna have a problem.
I mean, that's on you. And Chikwa just keeps walking.
As you turn to walk, he slams on the ground, and the earth begins to like move like a wave toward you. What do you think you do in this moment?
I think I will try and jump out of the way of the incoming earth. And I think I'll as I'm jumping out of the way, I think I'll I'm gonna play D&D about it. High number, she throws a rock.
Okay.
She throws a rock at him.
Okay, it sounds like you're relying on your skills and training, so I'm gonna have you roll focus for this.
Great. So that's gonna be a D6 and add my focus.
2d6 plus your focus.
Great. That's gonna be a 9.
A 9. You've everything kind of slows for you, and it's like you feel what is happening behind you as you kind of sense the movement, and everything kind of goes sepia tone for you as you kind of feel that, and you kind of jump and you kind of do this spin as you start to throw some rock, and pow pow pow. You hit the three of them.
I scoop into the ground and come up with just like a scoop of rock that I in one motion just like underhand sling at their face.
Yeah. And you managed to hit the two underlings. But Bodhi is very good and spins and dodges that, and then hits the wall and kind of chucks half of a wall at you, and kind of pins you under there. You can accept those consequences, or you can mark 1 fatigue.
And what does fatigue do for me?
Fatigue is like how it doesn't really have health points, so fatigue is just like how tired are you? You know, how long can you stay in the scene and in the fight?
Yeah, I'll take a fatigue.
Okay, so you take a fatigue. You manage to dodge the falling rocks, and he's standing there. At this moment, Vinesh and Go, you hear something happening around a corner, some sort of scuffle happening, and you hear ill, and you know exactly who that is.
I immediately like bolt towards the direction.
Yeah, we're going.
And you come around the corner and you see what just happened. You see just as Shihua dodges the falling rubble of the wall that Bodhi has knocked over. What do you do?
I think I yell out, "Hey, leave her alone!"
As like the rubble of the wall is coming down, I want to focus on like a big piece of rubble, and I immediately do like a spin kick in the air to basically shoot out this wave of fire that could push that rubble back towards Bodhi.
Heck yeah. Roll focus, please.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. Okay. Tell me one more time what you're doing there.
I did like a spinning air kick, and the kick creates like a wave of fire, meant to push the rock back at Bodhi.
So you do that. You do the spinning kick, and you see the flames shoot from your foot, and you knock the rubble towards Bodhi. Bodhi puts his hands up, and as the rocks hit him, they've been around his hands as he now has like 2 rock fists. And he turns around. And he goes, "Oh, finesse and go, 3-on-1. I like these odds. Let's go!" And he's just like freaking out. Go. What do you do?
I think I want to try to, you know, as a non-bender, I need to fight a little more smart. So I think I want to like reach down and like grab some like dirt or sand or something and be ready to like throw it in his face to try to like blind him and distract him.
So you're not gonna throw. You're just getting ready to throw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I clock that he did that to help that attack when it comes?
Yes.
Well, and actually, I think I want to do that, but I do actually have a move that I think I'm gonna do. I want to do judging a rival. I want to size this guy up.
Okay. What does it say?
So I roll with focus, and then I get to ask you some questions about this guy based on what I roll.
Let's go.
All right. So let's see. I've got a +3 to focus. So okay. Okay, I got a 9. So I get to ask one question. Let's see here. I'm gonna ask, what are your weaknesses/strengths?
Strengths, he's an earthbending prodigy. Weaknesses, he's very sensitive about the fact that his dad left when he was a little kid.
Okay. So yeah, I think I'm kind of assessing that and trying to remember what I know about this bully to remember that while I'm crouching to grab some dirt in my hand.
Okay. Shihua, back to you. What would you like to do next?
I'm going to try and earthbend the rocks around Douche McGee's fists, so that it sticks him to the ground.
Ooh.
Okay. For this one, I want you to roll with creativity.
Okay. Creativity is not my best stat. We'll see how this goes. I rolled mediocre 7.
7. On 7 to 9, you can choose one. You can say they stumbled, and you can take 1 forward to acting against them. 2, they act foolishly, you get an additional opportunity. Or 3, they overcommit, they are deceived for some time.
I'll say they stumble.
Okay. They go, and as their fists are now like embedded in the ground, and it's going to take them a second to get out, giving 1 forward for the next action against them, which will be Vanesh.
I hold him, you hit him.
I hear that. So Vinesh does a flourish of like flips and sweeps, and in doing so, he's gonna launch a fireball barrage.
Okay.
So that is
You're
so
gonna,
I mark fatigue for that.
yeah, go for it.
So yeah, like I do a spinning kick in the air, just flinging a fireball with like my foot. Then when I hit the ground, I do a sweep on the ground, and again, like at the arc of the sweep, like another fireball is flung, and then I do like a 1-2 combo, just flinging more fireballs.
Okay. As you do this, and what does it say is the effect of this now?
Inflict 1 fatigue on your target, plus 1 fatigue additional for each attack anyone has made against them this exchange.
Okay. Well, this isn't technically an exchange. So
Okay.
I'm going to say this is going to, but what I am going to say is this is going to take 3 fatigue, and he's pretty tuckered out at this point. He goes, all right, fine. Just go, I guess. You guys suck. I just needed some food.
Stop shaking people down for money. It's sad.
You're sad. Also,
Good one.
Unrelated. Have you seen my dad?
No. Your
All
dad
right.
knew when to
Nobody's
leave,
seen your dad.
so you should too.
All right. Well, tell him I miss him. As he goes like running away from you guys.
Just leave us alone in the future.
And as you ward off Bodhi, the local bully, we're gonna move over to Zhao. Zhao, what do you think you're doing on this lovely Saturday?
Well, Zhao is where he's usually spending his time, and that is in the library where he works, cataloging all the books.
Okay. Do you think while you're cataloging, do you ever like kind of like look at books for yourself?
Oh, absolutely. He will always sneak a peek at anything that he can get his hands on, whether it be history of the nations or different types of like the animals and wildlife that are in the area. He will read anything. Reading, he loves to read, and will always sneak a peek whenever he can at the books.
Okay. I would like you. I'd like you to roll. I'm trying to think of what I want you to roll. See if you can find anything of interest here while you're working. Give me a rely on your skills and training. Give me a focus.
Okay. So that's going to be an 8.
An 8. On an 8, I think as you are putting books away, I think there's a certain book that catches your eye. It is very old. It looks to be a memoir by a monk named Penn. It sticks out to you because of the lotus symbol on the side of it. There's like a lotus symbol. It's old. It's faded. It looks like whatever when it was printed that it probably was some shade of red.
Okay. It look. Can I look in the, like the front of the book, like the, I guess, not glossary, but just like the prologue or whatever, like the very first few pages to see if it was, if there's like a note or it was penned by anyone that I would know.
It's not. So it's not penned by anyone you know. You've never heard of this pen person, but you do see that there's like a handwritten like note as you open it. It kind of falls out.
I look at that note and read it.
It says, "It's happening today. Be prepared."
I think Zhao looks kind of confused, and I think he like looks around to make sure no one's looking, and I think he stuffs it in his tunic that he's wearing.
Okay. As you stuff it in your tunic, and you turn around, you see that the head librarian is there. And what is it that you think you're doing?
Oh, I'm just I'm cataloging the books as we are one to do. I just wanted to make sure that this one got to the top shelf.
You are aware that reading on your shift is against the rules, aren't you, Zhao?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I absolutely know that. I just was putting the book back.
I see. Well, do not let it happen again, all right, Zhao? I know
What?
how tempting knowledge can be,
Of
especially for a member of your family.
Yes, of course, Master. Thank you.
Yes. And he continues to walk and it's like, pompously with his nose kind of turned up a little bit in the air, nodding to people as he goes past, as he turns the corner. As he turns the corner, a young woman kind of comes around the corner. She also works there. I think y'all are probably like friends. What do you think her name is?
Her name is Fifi.
Fifi. You probably just call her Fee. She probably just goes by Fee for short. She goes, "Oh, you totally got busted."
I'm usually better at this. This is the first time and it's happened in a long time. And I'm like up on a ladder trying to think, but then I think I will jump off and like float my way down to meet her.
Oh, okay. Light on his feet, I guess. Well, he's all bluster. It's not that big of a deal.
Yes, well, I always get in some sort of way when they talk about my family.
Yeah, why are they always mentioning your family? What is so interesting about your family?
Oh, that's... How long have I known Fee for?
If she probably started working here a few months ago.
Well, Fee, that is a story for another time, unfortunately, for there is a very long history that I am trying to live up to, but there's a lot of history in there.
Okay. Well, maybe we can get some tea. I have yet to really make any friends here in Ba Sing Se since my family moved here. It would be nice to be your friend.
It would be nice to have a friend. here that I can talk to about these sort of things. Perhaps sometime soon you and I can go get some dumplings at Ming's Dumplings.
Oh, that would be awesome. I hear that place is really good.
I have never been disappointed by their cuisine.
Okay, it would be great. By the way, if you go to Ming's Dumplings, you don't happen to know Jing Ming, do you?
I do know Jing, yes.
Oh, okay. So he's so hot. He has the best skin. It's like so smooth. Do you know what his secret is?
I heard that he bathes himself in flour.
Oh, wow. Brilliant. Well, you think you could like introduce me?
Oh, perhaps. Although I don't know what you see in him.
I mean, he's kind of flawless.
I suppose that's one way of putting it.
Okay, well, cool. This is awesome. New friends.
Yes. To new
Not
friends.
just coworkers. And she gives you a big hug. She's okay, I gotta get back to work. Bye. And like runs around the corner.
Oh yeah, Zhao is like completely like straight. He's like so not like great with physical contact, especially hugging.
And as she leaves, we're gonna move once more. Maya, what do you think you're doing today?
Probably in my comfort zone at the moment. I, got up, did, some physical activity to just get up and moving, and then found a tree to hang out in and just kind of watching the interaction, the students that are hanging out, and just kind of studying with like they interact so easily, and it's like wanting to be part of that scene and not quite knowing how. Definitely fidgeting and kind of torn between the I'd like to do it and I'm really not sure I'm comfortable yet.
You as you're watching, you hear a voice from behind you say, "Is everything okay, Maya?" And you turn around and you see it's your mentor, Valar.
You like this tree too?
No, I just saw you up in it and not meeting your fellow students and was wondering if everything was okay.
I mean, it's okay. It doesn't feel this awkward in class. I don't know why it seems easier to talk to people in class than out and about.
I've been here for about a year. I'm wondering why it still feels so hard to make friends, and if there's anything that I could do.
I just need something to do. Like I don't know. I don't handle not having things to do, and just I don't know. Maybe I need to look at the clubs or something. Just
I mean, we could use more members for the Pie Show Club.
I'll think about trying that. It's a little quiet. She's appreciating his effort. Like she's not trying to wiggle out from under it. She's trying like it's the like taking the actual step to commit to it.
Is there anything
Maybe
else?
have a sport.
A sport? Okay.
Active.
Pro bending club is open.
That might be interesting.
Yeah, they just
It's
figured out
definitely piqued your
rule.
interest a little more than things so far. Like,
Yeah, they just figured out rules for 4v4. So airbenders are welcome.
yeah, and maybe actually having a team to play on rather than just by myself, like, give us something to talk about. Like,
I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy. I'm not happy about the circumstances, but I'm happy that we found each other.
yeah, no, I do like it here. No, I do like that I made it here. I'm just figuring out how to how to go about it.
I never got to have kids, and it's been really nice getting to know you. And I know that you don't have much or really any family. And, well, I know you're pretty much grown, but I feel like since I found you, that I'm somewhat responsible for you, and I hope that you know that I find that to be a comfort, not a burden, is all.
Yeah. At least something I could do right.
Would you like to join my wife and I on Avatar Day for an Avatar Day dinner?
I could do that. And I know wherever I can find the information for the pro bending club. That
Of course, we'll get you that information too. Well, all right then, Maya. And it's at this moment that you hear a huge explosion in the distance, and Valar goes from smiling to just kind of laser focused, and he's not talking. He just touches the tree and he closes his eyes. I'd like to know what you do in this moment.
I'm actually kind of interested because this falls under fighting techniques, but it's one of the universal one that I took was rapid assessment.
Okay.
Where I presume this is on a successful roll, the way that they wrote it, ask one question about the situation at hand. And then I can be like prepared status in order to act on it. I'm just not sure that quite because
Yeah.
it's under fighting techniques, but it's
Yeah, roll trying to think of what I'd have you roll for that.
I mean, focus is what I think would make sense.
Yeah, give me
I
a
could
roll
see
with
what other-
focus.
yeah.
That sounds good, yeah.
And so that is 10. So it was 7 on the die, so I have a +3 focus.
10. Okay. What question would you like to ask?
So I am looking at the moment focusing, I think, on visuals. So it's like if there's an explosion, kind of be looking for smoke or looking for movement to give me at least a direction of what are we potentially facing.
It seems to have happened. So the Republic City School is in the outer ring. This explosion seems to have happened in the inner ring. So this would be like the upper class area. This would be where the royal family is. It's happening over there.
And that's definitely unusual because it's not where I would
Yes.
expect something to happen.
Yeah, and I'd say on a 10, I would say I would even go so far as to say that you're pretty sure that that is the castle.
Okay.
It's like where the royal family lives.
So yeah, I'm kind of taking that information in, and then I would say probably doing a visual check-in, like what does Valar seem to be
He's
doing with that?
dead
But-
silent. He's touching the tree and he has his eyes closed. I think that you know him well enough to know that he is listening. He's
Mhm.
listening to the city and trying to sift through all the noise to figure out what happened. He's a very powerful earthbender.
Mhm.
And if eventually he opens his eyes and he looks at you and he says, "Head back to the school. Head back to our classroom and wait for me."
Okay. And so
Protect anyone that you see that seems to be in danger. Protect them on the way, but get back as fast as you can. Okay?
so should I be gathering others like at least along the way, like?
If you can find Go and Van and Shi and Zhao, then yes. But otherwise, get back. They're good fighters. They can, but just go, please.
Okay. I think kind of they use it almost like if you could imagine it, somebody hopping along skipping stones, but it's like skipping my way down on air to get to the ground and heading like as close to the door as I can.
As you do, he jumps off the tree, and as he hits the ground, he like goes like 8 feet down into the ground, and then it pops up and flies through the air toward the inner ring.
Okay, minorly thinking that if I can figure out how to do that with air, that's cool. But still going. I guess like still, it's like I'm obeying orders, but that's cool.
And with that, we're going to take our break. We'll be right back, everybody.
Woohoo! elements monk.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
how
the-
you come back from break.
Definitely some Avatar vibes with that.
Heck yeah.
Including ending up in death saving throws hanging from the ceiling by my spider climb slippers. So that was fun.
Oh, would help if I turned my camera back on, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably.
It's
Hey.
me.
Ah.
All right, let's hop back into it. Music me.
Oh, right.
I'm on. Go, she, Van. As you are heading back to go and practice, a television in like the electronics store window catches your eye. It's a breaking news story. And it says, this is Tonri Chen Yang with breaking news. On Kyoshi Island, 3 shots were fired at Avatar Korra's motorcade at the annual Kyoshi Day Festival. The first reports say that the Avatar has been seriously wounded by this shooting. Repeating, on Kyoshi Island, 3 shots were fired at Avatar Korra's motorcade at the annual Kyoshi Day Festival. The first reports say that the Avatar has seriously been wounded by this shooting. As you watch this news, there's a huge explosion in the distance coming from toward the inner ring, followed by another and another. You hear screaming and chaos beginning all around you. Looking up, you see in the distance on top of a building 3 figures 3 figures silhouetted against the night sky. In the middle you see a woman in the middle smiles and says, just loudly enough for you to hear in the distance, find them and bring them to me. What do you do?
I think Go immediately wants to check in with my family, so I'd be heading straight back to Ming's.
You're gonna start running back towards Ming's.
Mhm.
Van, what about you two?
I think she will head towards the explosions.
Okay, Van, two of your friends run in 2 completely different directions. What do you do?
Pan's like a dog that doesn't know where to go. He's like, huh? Did no one see the 3 up there? They said go get them. What?
I think you're freezing a little bit there, Van.
I'm gonna.
I think you might be having some Wi-Fi
people hear me?
issues again. We can hear you, but you're like freezing in and out a little bit.
Oh, that's not good. Well, Twitch, I'm having some technical difficulties.
I think you're back.
Never mind. No difficulties.
Okay,
We are
yay.
technologically sound.
So yeah, so you're like, did anyone even see those 3 people up there? Oh, so what do you do?
I trust Ming to look after her family. I'm gonna go with Shuha.
As the 2 of you begin running in the direction of the explosions, those 3 figures that you saw on the rooftops, you see 20, 30, 40 more figures begin to leap over the rooftop and start spreading out throughout the city, throwing smoke bombs, setting off explosions, just causing mayhem and chaos. Zhao, you are at the library when you hear that same news report come on over the air, and you hear an explosion in the distance. You're not sure where it came from, and then you hear a second explosion, but the third explosion happens in the library. You were knocked over by the force of this, and books begin to fall all over you as one of the bookshelves falls over. What do you do?
So I will. I will. So what I'm going to do is, I see this bookshelf falling over. I'm going to basically take an air blast and try to push it back so that it keeps from falling on any of the patrons or people like in this area, if there are any.
Hell yes. Roll focus, please.
Okay. That is going to be a 5.
A 5. You try to blast it up, but it's too much. Too much is happening too fast, and you're not able to get it up in time. And it falls on you, and it falls on a few people. You hear a woman scream as this bookshelf like falls on top of her, and you hear her scream, "Oh, my leg! Ah, help! Help!"
Yeah, I'm gonna try and go and help, like look through the bunch of books that have fallen and just try to like find this person who's buried.
Okay. Roll creativity. This sounds like you're assessing a situation, so roll me some creativity here.
12.
12. Okay. You can ask me 2 questions, and you can get a +1 when acting on the answers. So, what are the 2 questions you would like to ask me?
Okay. First question is, can I lift this part of the shelf off of this buried person?
You know that it's too heavy for you to lift physically, but you're pretty sure with your air bending, you could, or perhaps if you create some sort of fulcrum, you should be able to get it off of the lady enough where she should be able to get out.
Okay, and then the second question is, while rifling through the books, do I find that book that I found before with the faded lotus?
On a 12, 100% you do.
So as I'm searching through the books, calling out to this person, like, "Where are you?
I'm here. I'm here. Please help me. Please."
I'm coming. I'll just hold on. And then as I'm crawling through these books, trying to find, I pick up this book and I see it's the book that I was looking at before. And I stash it into my, my tunic as best as I can. And then I keep looking and I find, I think I maybe see the ladder that was like up against the bookshelf. I want to see if I can use that to prop up the shelf enough for this person to get out.
Okay, this to me is a guide and comfort, so we're gonna roll harmony for this.
Not great with this, but we'll see what happens.
You get a +1 to it as well.
+1. Okay, perfect. So that's going to be a 7.
A 7. Okay. They're gonna choose one. They're going to embrace your help. You help them out. You also help them clear a condition. We'll say they have like a wounded condition, so you help clear that. They're a little hobbly, but they're going to be able to get away. And you may ask one question to them that they must answer honestly, if you would like.
Okay. Do you need help getting out of here?
No, I think I'm okay to get home on my own. Do you know what's happening?
I have no idea, but I guess can I ask you, which direction did the explosion come from?
Because you were indoors, the explosions from outside, you couldn't really tell what direction it was coming from. The explosion that happened in here sounded like it happened where the head librarian would be, the guy you had the little awkward encounter with earlier.
Okay. I'll tell the person, make for the main exit, head out and get this home as quickly as you can.
Okay, I will. Thank you. and she goes limping out.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Maya, what are you doing?
Trying my best to follow orders. I guess where in the sequence of my events was it between the explosions we saw outside and the explosion in the library?
So the explosions that you heard, the third explosion was the one at the library.
Okay, so there, I mean, I presume that as I'm heading like into the school, and maybe, if there's students that I'm passing, kind of say, Valar says to get inside, that I would see some kind of like smoke
yes,
or
that's
other.
right. You were heading back toward the school.
Yeah.
In between you, where you are, and because you were hanging out in the park, right?
I figure kind of like the quad. So it was in.
Okay, so
like,
you weren't too far from the school proper.
On the
Okay.
school grounds, as it were, or like adjacent to it.
Yeah. I think on your way to trying to get back, you see 3 figures hop over a wall. They are wearing from head to toe, they are in red. They kind of look like ninjas, but in red garb instead of black. All you can see are their eyes. They have a symbol on the forehead that I don't no. There is a symbol on their forehead that you definitely recognize.
Oh shit.
It is the symbol of the Red Lotus.
Okay.
And the 3 of them all begin to wave their hands, and they push forward, and a flood of water begins to burst into the quad. They're flooding the streets. You see people trying to get away, but getting caught up in the maelstrom of the water that's being formed. What do you do?
Trying to think if there's any that like, is there any natural feature where it would seem like I could use when to kind of like divert the water?
You tell me. You're a storyteller here too, baby. You tell me.
Yeah, I think my first instinct would be to attempt to use air to see if I can at least just divert water towards whatever like lower level or some way to kind of drain it away so it's not just people coming at people.
Yeah.
Not sure how confident I would be in that because
you're gonna roll with focus for that. You're relying on your skills and training with this one.
So we'll see, because this is still kind of wibbly wobbly in terms of how much I can do with my airbending. So that's an 8.
An 8. You begin to divert it, letting the people that were still in the quad get away. But the waterbenders see you, and they begin to focus the water towards you instead. You may accept those consequences, or you may mark 1 fatigue.
In this case, I will probably mark 1 fatigue. Because
just as the water is about to hit you, you manage to like push off the ground using your air bending and fly above the wave of water that is crashing towards you, landing on the perimeter wall. You may continue to move from there if you'd like.
Yeah, no, that I'm definitely gonna try to get out of sight from them because it's like, shit.
One of them looks like they're about to go after you, and the other one like grabs their shoulder and says, "No, we have a job to do," and they continue to flood the quad as you get away.
Yeah, there's only so much that I can do in that situation. I've at least tried to help how I can, but I also do not want to be too close to them.
Yeah. As you're running along the perimeter quad, you hear another, and the wall that you're on gets blasted, and you go flying off the wall. As that happens, Go. You are almost back to Ming's dumplings. You're about 50 feet, 40 feet, 30 feet, when all of a sudden, a little bit of ways in front of you, a huge explosion goes off. But this time you're actually able to see what is the cause of it. You see one of those figures all in red pull a bit of their mask up to unveil a third eye tattoo on their foreheads as they combustion bin and they blow up the street directly in front of your family's dumpling store.
I think I see that, and I immediately want to try to find some sort of like small rock, and I want to try to whip it right at their third eye.
Oh. Okay. This doesn't feel as much as skills and training as it does. This feels like a push your luck.
Okay.
I think you're gonna roll passion for this.
Okay. Let's see. That is a 7.
A 7. You hurled the rock just as they are about to point it directly at your family's dumpling store, and you hit them in the head, and it goes. But as they turn, it turns a bit into your direction, so you get a bit of that blast too, and you get knocked back. Mark 1 fatigue, please. As you as you slam into a wall and crumble to the ground.
If I can, I would try to get up as quickly as I can and keep running into Mings.
Yeah, the two combustion benders are knocked out from the back splash of that explosion, the last one. So you are able to get into there. The whole front of the building is on fire, and like bits of it are blown away from the first explosion. Though it's not completely destroyed since they weren't able to get that second shot off. You run in, things are on fire. There are customers running out. You see your father lying on the ground under some rubble. What do you do?
I would immediately go to try to clear off rubble and help him, but at the same time, I would be calling out, Mom, help me with Dad. We need to get out of here. The restaurant isn't safe.
You call, but no one comes. You turn your father over. You see he is unconscious and he is bleeding from his forehead pretty profusely.
I think I try to like rip off some of my my tunic and try to like put it on his head, and then I see if I can like I try to I'm gonna try to patch up his head, and then I'm gonna try to like fireman carry if I can to get him out of here.
Okay. Roll me. You can either do this with harmony or you can do this with passion. I'm actually gonna make that let you make that choice.
Unfortunately, I have a +0 in both, but let's say harmony.
Okay.
Or no, let's say passion. This feels more like yeah. All right. No, that's a 3.
A 3. Okay. You are trying to bandage up your father. But your hands are shaking. Your vision is going blurry and clear as you begin to feel yourself having a panic attack in this moment.
I stop trying to bandage his head as that's not working, and I just go for trying to pick him up or drag him and try to get him out of here.
You start pulling him like just willing, just like trying to like almost like use your mind to get him to help you move, but he's just dead weight. And it's at this moment that your brother Jing makes his way through the rubble and says, "Go, you're okay. You're okay. Oh my God,
Jing,
Dad.
help me with Dad.
Okay." And he helps you
Grab his feet.
pull him out. Have you seen Mom?
No, I don't know. Hopefully she got out already.
You see the fire is getting closer and closer to the kitchen, and that is where, all the oils and everything are. You only have a matter of seconds to pull him out. You manage to get him out of the building just in time as the entire place goes up as the fire hits the kitchen.
I think we probably just scrambled to get out of there, and probably drop our dad just on the ground and kind of have to brace ourselves. And I think me and Jing kind of look to each other with just oh no, that was our whole our family's whole thing.
As that sinks in, you feel a hand on your shoulder. You turn around and you see a member of the White Lotus say, "Get back to Valar's immediately. I will help
my dad.
I will help your father. Get back to Valar's immediately."
Okay, Jing, go with this guy.
No, where are you going? No, is the White Lotus member picks him up and uses water bending to create a water cradle for your father. And says, "Go!" as he's holding your brother back, who's screaming and crying as you run away from him.
I'll be okay. And I just start running towards school.
Yeah. Van, where do you think you would be at this point?
I'm gonna say, well, I just ran towards
The first explosion, right?
yeah, the first explosion. So towards which was at the school, right?
The first explosion was not the school. The first explosion was the inner ring, the royal palace.
Oh, the Royal Palace. Yeah, I probably would have headed that way initially.
Okay, that is also in the direction of those three silhouetted figures.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Even better.
As you are running in that direction, as you kind of get closer, you begin to see the three of them a little bit better. One of them seems to be in a suit of metal armor. It doesn't seem to have any seams, so I think it's safe to assume that they are metal bending armor around them to move like clothing.
Okay.
The second person you see, the first one you couldn't see their defining features. Second one is not wearing armor. The second one is wearing a porcelain mask. They have their black hair done up in an up knot. And there is just electricity all over their arms and fingertips. And they're just kind of laughing as they're shooting lightning in every direction. The third person you see is also wearing a porcelain mask. And they are just standing there with their hands behind their back, kind of smiling. Or you couldn't see them smile, but just kind of standing there, just very calmly looking one way and looking the other, and seems to be concentrating on the city itself. What do you do?
One on was it 3 or 4?
It was 3.
Three of them. Yeah, one on 3 seems bad odds, especially if they're look to be powerful benders. The folks who are shooting lightning, are they doing it at any particular group of people?
The
Also,
one
I'm running with you.
Yes, Van is next to you.
Oh, excellent. Advanced.
The one who was shooting lightning, it seemingly is just every which way. It seems like more of a chaos maneuver than a targeted maneuver.
Okay. Okay. If I've got Van to back me up, then I think she's a little more confident. So I'm gonna turn to Van and go. Pretty sure that one's the leader, and I turn to the one who was like surveying the city, and I think. Yeah, she's young and stupid. We're gonna go. I think we're gonna do a. We're gonna do something about that. I think I'm gonna do a technique. I'm gonna reach down into the ground and sink my fists into it, and then pull up, and I have earth gauntlets wrapped around my hands, and I rush in to clobber the asshole in the mask.
Okay. Oh shit. I would like you to roll focus.
Yep. That's gonna be an 11.
An 11. And what exactly are you trying to do? Like, are you punching? Are you throwing rock? Like, what?
Yeah,
what is the punch look like?
I'm punching him with my earth gauntlet.
As you were about to punch the central figure with your earth gauntlet, the one in the metal suit steps to the side to absorb the blast. And when I'll say that the one in the middle is the tallest of the three.
Mm.
When they turn and look at you, everything stops on the street around you. Every single person that was running stops. And they all turn. And they all look at you at the same time. And the figure in the mask looks at you and says, "I wouldn't do that." And as they say that, every single person on the street says that in unison.
Oh shit! I thought this was gonna be a Spider-Man.
2v3.
You mess with him, you mess with New York. That's not great.
What the hell is this?
Okay, well, the guy who interposed I get to inflict a condition or 2 fatigue.
Okay. What condition would you like to inflict?
I'm going to inflict afraid. Why not?
Afraid, okay. That punch kind of rings his bell a little bit as he stumbles back a little bit and says, "They're good, boss." And the figure says, "Not that good." And everyone around, you hear, "Not that good, not that good, not that good," in unison all around you. The third person says, "New friends," and begins hurling lightning at the two of you. Like, no fire, just lightning. It seems like all this person does is just lightning bend.
So seeing how he's just like carelessly chucking lightning, Vander's just gonna charge right into that one's face, and he's gonna try to grab his arms. He's gonna say, "What's so goddamn funny?" And then he just bashes him in the head.
All right. Well, before you do that, I'm going to I'm gonna need you to roll me a focus to see if you can.
Yeah.
Well, no, you said what's so goddamn funny. Question: do you think that you're trying to intimidate this person?
No, Van is just acting out of anger.
This is anger.
Seeing this person just carelessly like fire off lightning
Okay.
everywhere.
Yeah.
He's just pissed off.
Okay. I think that you are going to roll with passion for this.
That's a 10.
A 10. You manage like to move in between the cracks of lightning, and get right up in their face, and you say, "What's so goddamn funny?"
Goddamn funny, and then bashes him in the skull with his head.
You bash them in the skull. The mask cracks in two and falls off, and you see their face, and their face is just one big burn scar. Like it's just like just all scabbed, like long since scabbed over and whatnot, but they are completely burned. And they're like, and as they laugh, from their mouth, lightning comes out at you. I need you to roll focus to avoid getting hit.
Okay, that's an 11.
An 11. You manage to jump out of the way just in time, but it begins to arc all over the place. Shihua, I need you to also roll focus.
I also
Okay.
want to say that like when he sees like the completely burned face, you see like Van's expression just kind of soften, and he goes from anger to like just like a hint of pity.
Hell yeah.
That's a 6 for focus.
A 6. You don't manage to get completely out of the way as this lightning hits like right next to your feet and knocks you off of the building as you go falling backwards. Van, what do you do as you see Shihua falling?
I run to Shiwa.
You run, you jump, and you like do like the forearm grab in midair as the two
And-
of you are falling. What do you do to keep from getting hurt?
So while we're falling, what's around us as we're falling?
You were falling toward the ground. You fell off of one building, and on the other side there's another building not too far away. Maybe like this road is maybe 15, 20 feet in length, so or in width, I should say.
So it's just like pavement below us.
Yeah, and pavement, cobbled pavement below you.
I'm gonna try to. I just like hurl my hand forward, and like from my hand, I just like try to firebend as much as possible to try to like propel ourselves like slower to like kind of slower fall.
Yeah, roll your focus. Shihua, are you doing anything to help this?
Sure. I'll as we're falling, I'm gonna try and put a hand in the brick wall next to us to try and like drag it down to also give us some drag.
All right, take a +1 for that roll, Van.
Okay, it would have been a 9 otherwise. Now that's a 10.
Okay, so that's just a pure success, no consequence. Both of you, you so you're shooting fire down to try and counteract the rate of descent, while Shihua slams their hand into the wall and begins to slow it as well. And the two of you land on your feet, and as you look up, you see 4 White Lotus members descend on the 3, and they say, "Get out of here! Get to Valar! Go! Go!"
Honestly, that sounds like a good idea to me.
I don't have a problem if you don't have a problem.
Let's go.
As the two of you begin running towards Valar's, Zhao. You are still in the library, right?
Yes. I'm looking. I guess I'm going back to the head librarian's office to see if he survived. I guess.
You get to the head librarian's office, you push the doors open, and you see him limp in the hand of someone in all red. It's like this red outfit with a red cloth mask on, is holding the librarian and saying, "Where is it? Where is it?" What do you do?
I grab a broken piece of like a broken piece of wood from like that was used as like a railing, and I pointed at the guy in red, and I was like, I would strongly suggest unhanding him.
As you point at him, you see like the full kind of scope of the scene, and you see that like the two of them are kind of silhouetted on a low-hanging moon behind. As you stand there, you say like, "I wouldn't." Yeah, and he looks at you and he says, "And who are you?"
I push my glasses up on the bridge of my nose a little bit, and I'm just like, I'm the assistant librarian.
I love that. As you say that, your eyes flick to his forehead, and you see a lotus symbol that looks just like the lotus symbol on the book in your tunic.
Okay. I say to him, does Zhao know anything about the Red Lotus from like poring over books and everything most of his life? Would he have any idea like who the Red Lotus is and how they operate or what they do? Or
You do, and you've also read about the stories about how Avatar Korra was almost killed by the Red Lotus when she was younger.
Okay. So I look at him and I say, the Red Lotus has no business here in Ba Sing Se. Now I'm going to repeat myself once more. Unhand the librarian.
He drops the librarian and slowly puts his hands up. What goes through Zhao's mind as this happens?
Zhao, after knowing, like, looking back and going through his mind and knowing who the Red Lotus is and who they are, and Zhao is kind of just like calculating out the entire room. Like, what are the escapes? What are things that he can use to mitigate this thing? He's essentially looking for a point of balance to try and bring all of this back into balance. So he knows that I think this guy putting his hands up like this doesn't mean he's giving up. He's expecting something to happen.
Roll creativity. This sounds like you're assessing a situation.
All right.
Where you go, Zhao? Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Zhao? Everybody else is here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see him in the call.
Yeah, I see him in the call.
That's weird. Hold on once. Oh, there you are. That was so weird. You disappeared for a second for us. Yeah. Okay, so you rolled 2 sixes.
2 sixes plus my creativity is 2, so 14.
Okay. Natural 12. Okay, possible reads you can ask. What here can I use to blank? Who or what is the biggest threat? What should I be on the lookout for? What is my best way in, out, or through? Who or what is the greatest danger? Or anything else you would like to ask?
Okay. How do I get myself and the head librarian out of here unscathed?
Okay. As you scan the room, you look up and you see the light fixture is like this long kind of this like long singular piece that's made of brass that comes to a point that you're pretty sure if you knocked it down that it would crash through the floor with the weight and the way it kind of comes to a point. And that perhaps you could escape to the lower levels if you could grab the librarian.
Okay.
You can ask another question as well.
How do I neutralize this member of the Red Lotus?
He's standing pretty close to the edge of the blown out wall, and he's standing on a carpet runner. If you could pull the rug out from under him, you're pretty sure he would fall back out of the window.
All right. So I think this is going to be wild. So Zhao has this stick that he's pointing at this guy like a staff almost. And he just let go of the librarian. And he puts his hands up like this. And Zhao is like, that's better. And Zhao spins around and launches the stick towards this whatever thing that's hanging up there, and with his other hand just shoots a blast of air to give this thing speed so that it hits the thing that's hanging up there.
Okay.
And then he wants to, like, while he does that, step to the side and grab the rug and just try to pull it.
All right, so
it's a lot of things that are happening, so
I'm gonna need 2 rolls from you.
Okay.
The first roll is going to be focus. This is using your skills and training to turn that stick into a fucking bullet that's going to sever the chain of this light fixture to drop it.
Got it.
And you get a +1 on that for that nat 12.
Okay. So not as great. So that's 6.
6. Okay, the second thing I'm going to need you to do is roll creativity to try and pull the rug out from under him. And you also get a +1 for that. Did you add the +1 to that first roll?
I did.
Okay.
Okay. So for that, again, 14.
14. Everything kind of slows down because what happens is when he puts his hands up, he begins to generate 2 fireballs in his hand, and he hurls them at you as you throw that piece of wood and flick it. But unfortunately, it gives him enough time to get those fireballs off. So then you see that coming. You do the like Spider-Man like twirl to try and dodge them. One of them hits you in the shoulder as you manage to grab the rug and pull it, and he goes as he falls backwards. And you roll forward and you get to the librarian just as the light fixture comes crashing down. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite go all the way through. So, like, you grab him, it's about halfway into the ground. I think if you jumped on it, you could get it to go the rest of the way down.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I'll jump on it and just use whatever force I can to just break it through the bottom.
The librarian. By the way, what's this librarian's name? We never gave him a name.
His name is Lang.
Lang.
Lang. Lang.
Okay.
Lang.
Lang starts coming to, and he says, Zhao, what are you doing? You should get out of here. Take care of yourself." As you're grabbing him on and putting him on your shoulder.
Yeah. Not today, Master. We're getting out of here together.
And as you jump on the thing, you guys both fall down to the floor beneath you, to the main floor of the ground floor of the building.
Cool. And when I get to the ground floor, is there a clear exit to get out of the library?
There are Red Lotus ninjas all over the ground floor, like wrecking everything, like going through bookshelves and whatnot.
Okay.
But they're not focused on you, so you probably could make your way through. And you being an airbender, you are pretty fast.
Then if that's the case, in order to get ourselves out there faster, while kind of like fireman carrying him, I'm gonna just make a mad dash, and I'm going to jump up a little bit, and I'm gonna create an air scooter for us to just ride on out.
Hell yeah! As you're scootering and weaving through, I'm gonna need you to roll me another creativity.
Okay. That is going to be 9.
9. You are weaving between Red Lotus members. They see you. They begin hurling rocks and water whips and fireballs at you, but you're weaving through each one. You see the exit. You're so close. And just as you're getting to the exit, you see standing there the ninja who you pulled the rug out from under. And he looks pissed. He rips off his mask and begins to do the move to summon lightning, and he shoots it straight at you, and you manage to dodge that just as it goes off, and it goes into the building, and then you hear zoop as he ends up in his anger blowing the library up from the inside out. As you turn a corner and just barely get away, as you see White Lotus members begin to jump down from the rooftops and begin engaging with whatever Red Lotus members are left in that area. And he says, I won't forget this. I won't forget this, as he begins engaging with the White Lotus members. One of the White Lotus members says, get back to the school. Get back to Valar.
Yeah, I immediately run.
Okay. One more thing before we cut back to someone else.
Sure.
Do you give them the librarian, or are you taking the librarian with you?
I'm taking the librarian with me.
Okay. As you're running with the librarian, you turn the corner and you see laying on the ground, bloodied, barely moving, you see Fee.
I put down the librarian and I go check on Fee to see what I want to assess the situation.
All right, give me a creativity.
That's only going to be an 8.
8. You may ask me one question.
Is there anything I can do to save her?
Her wounds look fatal.
Okay. God. Okay. Is anyone looking at me, or are they just too focused on the fight?
They're too focused on the fight. You've gotten far enough away. It looks like she was in the building when the explosion went off and was like knocked from the building down the block and landed here.
Okay.
So she is like smoldering and bloodied and like just very shallow breathing.
Okay.
But she is conscious.
I like have her, like I hold her up, like have her head in my arms, and I kind of put my forehead down to touch hers, and I say, does she say, she's conscious a little bit?
She's conscious. She feels you move her. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I wish we could have had those dumplings.
What do you mean, Zhao? We're gonna go get those dumplings and you're gonna introduce me to Jing Ming. And we're gonna be best friends.
That's right. You're gonna be best friends. I want you to do me a favor. Take one big breath in and one big breath out.
And as she lets that breath out, she limps into your arms.
I will lay her down. I'll close her eyes. And I get up, pick up the librarian, push my glasses back up onto my bridge, and I run.
And as you run, who do you think is the first to make it back? I think Maya, you'd probably be the first to make it back to Valar's.
Yeah, I figured I was
yeah,
right next to the school. Or yeah.
So you get there. What do you think you do?
Okay. So first, just out of getting clarification. So so it's not like the school library. It's like a public library.
That's a good question. Zhao, was that a school library or was that a public library?
It's public library.
Okay.
It's a public library.
Okay. Because that suddenly changes my perspective of things. Okay, so yeah, I mean at that point, yeah, I think I is just following orders at that point, and just whatever room I associate with him. When he just said like get back to the school and kind of said like.
So Valar has a specific classroom. This is where the 5 of you train. That's where you head back to, and you see that as you head back there, the place looks like it's been like tossed, and whoever tossed it left.
Okay. Still going to be So I'm probably going to be checking things. One that's like, just because it looks like people left does not mean they have left. That I'm approaching with high suspicion at this point. Now the success that I had with the rapid assessment does give me the prepared status for acting on the answer. So kind of like, I'm not sure how that impacts.
We'll give you a 1 forward for this scene.
Okay.
So whatever rolls you make, you're making 1 forward. And with anything that has to do with like assessing things, or if you're getting ambushed or things like that, I'll let you know. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm definitely just like, and you know, in D&D speak, doing all the perception of, does it, you know, am I, you know, is there any sounds of something that would, you know, somebody might still be there, or sounds of, did they, you know, if they like jumped out a window, is there a sound that looks like, you know, a window is open, or that, like, definitely getting a lay of the land.
Yeah, it sounds like you want to assess a situation. Give me a creativity roll, please.
Okay.
And I know it's the first session, Van. That's why I killed her. Is that brutal? No.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's only a 5. But
A 5. Did you put your 1 forward on that? So it'd be a 6.
When you say 1 forward, what does that mean?
That means you get +1.
Oh, just a 1. Hang on.
Your creativity, and you get to put a 1 on whatever you get.
Okay, so there we go. That's what the 1 forward is. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, so then it would be a 6.
Okay. A 6. It's still a failure, but it's not as bad of a failure.
Yeah.
I think you're a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And in this moment, you realize that your hands are sweaty and shaking, and in your mind's eye, you keep seeing like flashes of that symbol, that lotus symbol. What do you think is going through your head in this moment?
I would not say panic, but like the step before panic, where it's gonna, like, it's that hypervigilance. But you know how sometimes like you can be hypervigilant, but it's not actually giving you a clear perception of the route. So like I am willing myself to get every detail of the room of, is anybody still here, what's going on, but it doesn't mean I'm actually like successfully picking up on it. That it's just kind of that trying not to be paranoid, trying not to be too panicky. It's finally setting in. It's like, yeah, no, this is going on right now, and these are people I did not want to see. So yeah, maybe
at that point you hear a creaking sound coming from Valar's office. I'm sorry. Time out 1 second. John, did you just do a creaking sound too?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Like, I got it on standby right here.
I said creaking, and then I heard creaking. I was like, was that just in the moment, like, happened with the thing, or did you do that? That was amazing. Good job. Sorry, Maya, what were you going to do?
Yeah, and I would say that definitely brings out the reflex of actually. So in downtimes, I've been fidgeting a lot with the switchblade, and I think at that point, like, I would just reflexively draw the switchblade. It's like, okay, what, like, and cautious steps, because it's still kind of, I have to deal with the fact that this is going on right now, but
you get closer and closer to the door.
Can I try again at the assessing situation now that I've honed in on, like, not just the entire room? It's like there's something.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
You get closer and closer to the door. You hear more shuffling coming from in there. And just as you're about to move the panel over to open the door, Van and she come bursting into the room that you're in from behind you.
from that office? From the
No,
office
from
or
behind you. From behind
Okay,
you.
from behind you.
Yeah.
I might even say, like, without really meaning to, kind of a spin around. It kind of like if you could try to clothesline somebody with air, like it's not intentional. It's not really focused as this is what I'm doing to them. It's just I'm lashing out.
No. Say it with your whole chest. Murder them.
No,
in the
no,
first
really.
episode.
Thank
Perfect.
you. I needed the breeze.
Give me both of you give me we're gonna call this give me focus to try and dodge this.
Yeah. But otherwise, after that, it's like just standing still with the switchblade out. Like it's just like okay.
That's a big 6.
6 from Van. 3. You go and you spin around.
Ah!
And the two of you go and you get hit
We
by
both
this
just get knocked
wave of
down.
air and go and fall back on your butts. And you look up and you see Maya just like freaked out holding a switchblade. And then Maya, like you're freaked out. I think you're still in kind of that panic mode because of the Red Lotus, and it takes you a minute, but eventually you register. No, it's Van and she.
Okay, good. Like, no, friends.
Yeah, possible not friend. Like it, like almost like halfway between stage whisper and mouthing it. It's just like sound there. Like, to try to indicate to them that it's like there is possibly somebody here.
What did the two
Because
of
that
you
would
do?
have certainly made some noise.
Esther.
Yeah.
Should we?
So yeah, so then question being is, does the creak react to
The creaking is you're still hearing creaking and shuffling coming from Valar's office. Vanshi, do you guys go up with Maya to go investigate?
Sure.
The 3 of you now. So once there was one person slowly creeping to the door, now it's 3 people slowly creeping to the door. Maya, you're about to open it again when all of a sudden you hear bursting in Zhao from behind. You hear another like suddenly sound behind you. What do you do?
probably so maybe not quite as strong, but just kind of like stop giving me heart attacks, people.
So do you spin around and shoot Aragon?
I think it's
Zhao.
not quite as strong because now it's like I'm just expecting
It's okay.
things from every direction.
It's
But-
okay. Zhao, roll focus.
All right. 11.
11. Zhao, you are also an airbender. This air comes at you, and I think, in Legend of Korra, the one dude who wasn't understanding airbending, who got his head shaved when no one else did, and then he feels the tingles. You feel the tingles, and you flip over it and go, ha! And then you realize my friend again is Zhao.
Has everyone made it here?
No.
No,
We're missing a go.
possibly.
We're still missing Go.
We're still missing one go.
Something possibly in the office.
Oh yeah, there might be someone there. I think
I think I'm
It
almost
is-
just like staying
it is-
still and we're just like anybody else.
it is Valar's office. It might just be Valar.
Valar blasted off towards the city center. Just saying.
After everything we've seen,
Where?
around, after
Okay.
everything that's been happening outside, I don't expect it to be Valor. So,
Yeah.
proceed with
Look,
caution.
anybody.
Fair enough.
Please tell
Don't
me
blast
where
Go
it
when he
is.
walks through the door.
All right.
Zhao, I think, would like to have his back to them and guard the door to make sure no Red Lotus are coming in through, following him.
Okay,
Okay.
I can work with that.
The 4 of you are getting closer and closer to the door. Zhao is watching the entrance that everybody else has come through so that nobody else gets scared. And as the 3 of you get closer and closer to the door, all of a sudden, Ming comes jumping through the side window. What do you do? Maya, what do you do?
Yeah, I think it's still just like My nerves are so twitchy at this point. Like,
Do you
again,
do you blast?
maybe more of it like it's almost like there's the instinctual, but then it's like if it was more of a ball of air than
Yeah.
clotheslining, and like almost trying to like flatten it into a disc, so it's like maybe it'll just be a glancing blow because I don't know who this is right now. Like, so like trying
No,
to.
you jump through the side window, and all of a sudden you get hit with this ball of air, or you're about to give a ball of air. Roll your focus to see if you can dodge it.
Go show good focus.
Ooh, finally rolling well. That's a 14.
14. You have your fans with you, I'm assuming, yes?
Yeah.
As you jump through the door, you do this perfect front flip, and then you see the ball of wind coming at you. You pull out your blade fans and slice through the air and land perfectly. Maya, you see that it's go.
Nice form.
There's Red
Thanks.
Lotus everywhere. You're gonna keep doing this to me?
No, that's fair. You were right to fire that at me. What's going on? Have you guys seen Valar?
Well, he's
Last I
apparently
saw
not in his
Valar
office, but somebody else
blasted
is.
He blasted off towards the city center, but there's
I'm gonna
something...
go and pull back the screen and see who's back there.
Yeah, like, we can four of us
Before
can
any
take them.
skill
Let's
can
go.
5. There's
Um,
5 of us.
You
5 of
open,
us.
you open the panel, and you see standing there, bloodied, exhausted, breathing very shallow. You see Valar.
Oh, guys, it's Valar.
Hello, children.
Oh,
Ugh.
dang, he's
And
actually
he
really hurt.
falls, and he falls over onto the ground.
Well, he
Oh,
managed
God.
to get back very quickly.
God damn it, where's a waterbender when you need one?
Yeah, we could really use a healer. I put away my fans, and I'm just like, I would go to him and see if he has any, like, what the biggest, like, bleeding wound is, if he has any.
You check his body. He is bruised and bones are broken all over his body. He is burned on his right side. His left eye is swollen shut. It looks like he's been run through by a few ice lances that have since melted. He has maybe minutes.
I presume the window has curtains.
Yes, let's say that to have curtains. Yeah.
I would say probably like as high as I could reach. I would at least like run over, like just whatever we can do to slow it down for the time being. Like,
My dear students.
What do we do? There's White Lotus trying to help the city, but they said to find you.
Yes. I'm so sorry of the burden that I have to put on you. He starts coughing, blood starts coming out of his mouth.
Oh,
Talking about another test?
What happened,
No.
Valor?
You have to get them to safety. You have to get them to safety.
who?
I wonder if I'll see her on the other side.
Hey, stay with us. Stay with us. Hey, can one of you yell out the window for like a White Lotus healer or something?
And as you're saying that, he turns and looks to Maya and says, "You would have been a perfect daughter," as he dies in your arms. Go.
What do we?
We
Tears start streaming
Yeah, I did.
down
Yeah.
my face.
Van goes to the window, and he just goes like, "Hey, White Lotus assholes, get your asses over here!"
They're too busy fighting the Red Lotus. There's just chaos outside as you start screaming. You realize in this moment that no one's gonna come and save you. You have to.
We gotta get out of here.
Like,
Who did he need us to get to safety?
yeah, it's like
As you say
I don't know,
that,
us?
As you say that, you realize that the television is on in this room, and you hear, okay, we have breaking news from Aya Sun on location at Kyoshi Island. Thank you, Tonri. All available information on the Avatar follows. She and Mako, her close personal friend and lead bodyguard, have been hit in a automobile motorcade in which they were riding. All reports are saying that her wife Asami has not been hit. We do not know how serious the situation is. We have no other information. Oh, hold on the line there, Tonri. We do have more information coming up. Avatar Korra was apparently shot in the head and is presumed dead. I have nothing further for you now. I will contact you if we get more, but the scene is utter chaos, Tonri. Utter chaos. Aang, help us all. It cuts back to Tonri. For those of you just tuning in, the Avatar is dead. And as the newscast ends, you hear something coming from a panel on the wall. Some sort of movement, some sort of muffled sound.
I think
I'm
go would go up
creeping
to it.
towards it, since I'm at least one of the people less encumbered at the moment.
So go and
No.
Maya, you go towards the panel.
Does it need like wedging? Oh, like is it easy to get into, or is it?
It's just like a panel that's hiding some sort of like hidden compartment. You
Yeah.
press
I didn't know
on
if
it.
it's something that like I would need to use the switchblade to like kind of wedge in and pop it open or something.
No, you're fine. You press on the panel, it and slides open, and you see two babies crying,
Or spirits.
and that's where we're going to end our first session.
Wow.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching our first episode of Avatar Fallen Idol. I have been your GM, Maui. Let's go around the table and find out who these lovely people are and where you can find them. Let's do it in this. Let's start with Aquin.
I'm Iquin on Fire. Typically game with Reflect Games. Otherwise, general actor artist. Hanging out in Indianapolis, and I will be performing in a show in Indie Fringe Fest in August. So anybody in the vicinity is welcome to come.
And to Van.
Hi, I'm Sunil. I play Vinesh Nadiv. You can find me right here on Reflect. I'm either a cowboy or a firebender. Always Van, though.
Always Van. Head over to Ben.
Hi, I've been playing Go in this awesome game. You can also find me here just a bit ago. I GM'd a little 4-shot series called Slay the Beast, which is out on the YouTube channel. You should check that out. And I'm a professional GM in Chicagoland. Follow me on Instagram at GM Ben Guest to see what games I'm running around Chicago, and head to Gen Con and see me there. I'm running some games and some GMing workshops.
Heck yeah. John.
Sup, nerds? I'm John Crabtree. You can find me right here at Reflect Games. Hey, did you know that with your Amazon Prime subscription, you get one free Twitch subscription that you can give to just any channel you want?
No way. Is that true, John?
Absolutely. And you should consider giving that sub to us right here at Reflect Gaming. Support our particular flavor of nerddom. You can also find me in the VODs and right here on Monday nights for our dragon riding campaign.
Yes. And Josh.
Hello again, everyone. I am Josh. I am playing Zhao Li in this wonderful game here. You'll be able to find me here, continuing to do this. And also, myself and my partner, some of you may know her as Flyer Maria, will also be at Gen Con this year, and we will be running a game one of those days as well. So if you're out there, come check us out and play some games with us. But yeah. Can't wait to continue this.
Heck yeah. And yet me. Hi, I'm Maui. I run this channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can catch me on Mondays doing Worm Rider Saga. Catch me here on Wednesdays doing Avatar Fallen Idol. Catch me on Thursdays on Audrey 3's campaign of Triangle Agency. It is awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the gift subs. I love doing this. This is so much fun. Help us grow. Let your friends know. I really think that we're doing some really great quality content, and we want more people to see it. So help us spread the word and spread the visibility. Thank you so much. I would raid, but because my computer is being stupid, I can't. So for tonight, and only for tonight, I will just say good evening. And regardless of whether or not you can sub or subscribe or Patreon or any of those things, all those things are great, but ultimately doesn't matter. What really matters is that you know that you are seen, you are heard, and you are loved in this space. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.
Goodbye.